everybody. I know I promised you guys more scripted content and stuff, that I wasn't really going to do any more of this offline rambling, but as of right now, I have roughly 2 hours before I need to leave to go relax, because I've got a One Piece TCG pre-release tonight. I just went to one earlier, and then I've got another one. By the way, I made $100 off of my pre-release packs, and I only paid 30 for them. So, woohoo! We love gambling. No, I'm kidding. The point is that I've got life to enjoy, and I would rather not. I would rather get this video out while it's on my mind, because I don't want to lose a lot of what I'm thinking. So the first thing is I have the title of this video is correct. I have uninstalled Dead by Daylight for a while. I have always said, don't pay attention to the thing down here. I have always said that I'm never going to quit Dead by Daylight forever, because I don't think it's possible for me to quit it forever. But then again, I didn't think it was possible for me to quit Apex Legends forever, and I eventually got away from that. So, you know, who knows? Same thing with Overwatch. Maybe Dead by Daylight will end up being one of those games that I come back to like every couple of years to play for an hour or two. I don't know. But what I do know is that I need a longer break. Usually, when I take my Dead by Daylight breaks, I will uninstall the game for like a month or two. I'll do other stuff. Back when I was still doing full-time content creation, I delved into video game reviews, so I did those like once a week, and, you know, I worked on commentary, worked on storytelling, things like that, and then I would come back every so often, and I'd come back every so often, and I'd be good for like 6, 7, even 10 months, you know, just needed a couple months break here and there, and then I would come back and I'd be fine. And that's what I thought was going to happen this time around. You know, I took 7 weeks, almost 2 months off of the game, because I was focusing on my career and I didn't really want to touch it that much. I wanted to, you know, enjoy myself in other aspects of life. And so I thought when I came back, I was going to have a good time, and I just haven't. I just haven't been having a good time. I have not. I'm just going to be completely upfront and honest with you on that. I've not been having a good time. Killer has been absolutely miserable, and it gets more and more miserable with each passing day. Survivor is probably the easiest it's been in years, and I'm not saying that as like a killer bias thing. When I boot up to solo queue Survivor, even I, somebody who is notoriously awful at Survivor, was getting more escapes than I ever had, because it feels impossible sometimes. Tiles, for whatever reason, have been spawning closer and closer together, so chaining loops is a lot easier. Gens are flying faster than they've ever flew before. You can't do any of the strategies that you used to use as catch-up tools for killer, like hard tunneling, because there's too many anti-tunnel perks. You can't even slug anymore with things like the Conviction Soul Guard build. You can't do anything but hold W after the survivor and hope they make a mistake, and that's just not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun to do as killer, and as far as playing Survivor, yeah, I guess I could become a Survivor main, but I don't want to. I want to play killer. I'm not playing Dead by Daylight just to play it. I'm playing it because I liked playing killer. I don't want to just swap to Survivor and call it a day. That sounds fucking awful, because at the end of the day, Survivor is something that I played only because it was a part of the game, and I always wanted to make sure that I had both perspectives in order to give you guys a very basic common outlook. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to switch to be a Survivor main, because I do not want to play Survivor all the time. I want to stay playing killer, but unfortunately killer just doesn't feel good. It just does not feel good right now, and it hasn't for a bit. There's just so many perks that are coming out for Survivor that are way stronger than I think people understand, because a lot of people are addicted to their life dance with me finesse builds or whatever. But in a few months, the perks that came with The Walking Dead, especially Conviction, and when Last Stand finally gets unkill switched, those two perks are going to become part of like this very dominant breed of Survivor builds that just make playing killer miserable. From the moment you load into a match as killer to the moment you get out of it, everything is fucking stressful. Gens are popping. I had a match earlier today where the first gen popped in 35 seconds. I literally started the match as Vecna, activated Fly, flew to a survivor, I chased him for 30 seconds, I downed him, and a gen popped immediately. What the fuck was I supposed to do there? How the hell are you supposed to handle that? Then, before the match hit the 2 minute and 30 second mark, another gen popped, and I had barely gotten 2 hooks in. That is too damn stressful. I don't care if I would end up getting the 4K later on in the match at 1 gen. I don't care. The point is that it feels like you don't have room to breathe as killer. You don't have time to do anything as killer because everything is too fucking much. You sit there and you chase a survivor and they get to chain 4 loops back to back that are all safe. There's 17 pallets all in this little bit area, so they can constantly stun you or constantly stop you from going places, waste a whole bunch of your time, and then you just lose gens because fuck you, that's why. And again, this isn't me just talking from the killer's perspective. This happens in the survivor place. Looping as survivor is easier than it's ever been. Bringing perks that cause the killer to waste a shitload of time is easier than it's ever been. If you're having trouble on survivor right now, it is unironically a skill issue. And I hate to like just lay my dick on the table like that at you guys, but that's what it is. It's a skill issue. You can't be bad at Survivor anymore unless you just straight up don't know what you're doing. And that's frustrating. That's really, really frustrating. And then the devs are talking about in what? By the December, or was it going to be January? One of those in the video that they made where they're like, oh, we're breaking this into 3 parts. They're going to continue to look at tunneling, slugging, and camping. And so it's just going to get worse. And all the killer strategies are eventually going to be, I mean, we can't do anti-heal anymore because survivors heal in 2.3 seconds. We can't slug people for 5 seconds to chase somebody off of a pallet that they're waiting for a pallet stun because they're just going to pick themselves back up. We can't tunnel people if we're at 1 gen and no kills because everybody's got decisive strike, off the record, dead hard. Like, there's just too much. There's too much. And the devs are about to make it worse. And I don't want to deal with any of this. I don't. And I hate this. I hate that I'm like this. I hate that I'm making this video because I just don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the person who's like, killer isn't fun anymore. I hate playing this game. I need to take another break. I should have been good. I took a break. I just came off of a break. I should not need to take another one. But the abysmal fucking state that this game is in, there's no reason for me to do it. And I was playing Dead by Daylight because I fell into the trap again. I fell into the fucking trap again. I was playing Dead by Daylight because when I would stream Dead by Daylight, I'd look at that little number counter for Twitch and my viewers would be 16 to 20 every single day because I was playing Dead by Daylight. But fuck that shit, man. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I get so angry. I play this game for 20 minutes and I'm pissed. On top of that, and I'm not going to get too deep into it because I don't feel like having a target painted on my back, but if you saw Spook and Juke's most recent video, this community is just too damn toxic. The Dead by Daylight community is the most toxic community in gaming. It really is. I've had people tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, that Call of Duty's worse, that For Honor's worse, that League of Legends is worst. But I have never been shown how those things are worse because the Dead by Daylight community is so bad, so toxic, so terrible to each other that they take things too fucking far too consistently, right? You might have like one story from a dude in League of Legends where he lost a match and he doxed his opponent, right? And that's horrible. In Dead by Daylight, you get those doxing stories a dime a dozen. People IP hacking, people fucking harassing others over Twitch and Discord and all of this other stuff, people threatening to kill you, to hurt your family, throwing out the most abrasive shit. I remember one time I tunneled a guy and he came to my Twitch chat to call me a pedophile. Just straight up. Just straight up, just accused me of one of the most heinous things you could ever accuse somebody of because he got tunneled in a video game. And I'm not an outlier here. This has happened to so many people. So many content creators have clips and videos and just stories of how they were just playing the game. They were just having a good time playing the game, talking with their chat, and then bada bing, bada boom, some fucking loser who's got a superiority complex got their ego bruised, and now they're out to ruin this content creator's life. This only happens in the DVD community. It only happens here. If you're a new player to Dead by Daylight and you're like, I wonder why this guy with 6,000 subscribers is uninstalling Dead by Daylight. That's why. Go. Run. You just started the game? Run. Uninstall the game, go find something else. Find something that's cheaper, that's got a more welcoming community, that's going to make you happier. I know that Behavior is the only people who do this game the way they do, but this community is so awful. And so between the state of the game and the state of the community, I don't know how much more I can take. I should not have just come off a 7-week hiatus and still feel this way. I should not have just started playing this game again at the beginning of the month and still feel this way. I just shouldn't. Actually, I don't even think I've been at the beginning of the month. I think I've been back like 2 weeks. I think it's only been 2 weeks that I've been back. And I'm already sick of this shit. And I don't want to be. I don't want to be. But I am. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm so, like, I just don't want to. I just don't want to. And I've gotten a lot of my subscribers back, and I know I'm going to lose a lot of you again when I upload this video, but I just don't want to. I just don't. What's the content that I'm going to make? I don't know. I might do movie reviews. I could watch a movie in an hour and write a review in another one. I don't know. I might do commentary, like actual commentary, like sit down talking head commentary. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to video game reviews. I'm not really sure about that one either. But yeah, I gotta uninstall this game for a while. Will I be back? Probably, more than likely. Not saying I'm quitting Dead by Daylight. I'm just saying that right now, the state of the game is in such an abysmal, state. And I'm already tired of the toxicity. I'm already sick of it, guys. I don't spend that much time at this computer anymore, man. I've got something to do basically every day, bro. I go donate plasma twice a week. I go out to eat lunch and visit friends. I go play cards during the weekend. I play D&D every few Sundays. Like, I've got so much more shit to do. I'm hardly ever in this house anymore. And the time that I've spent in my own bedroom has become stressful because of this game, because of this community, and I just can't do it anymore. So the next time that I stream, it's going to be something else. I don't know what. I have never played Dead Space before, but I own it. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll start a Dead Space playthrough and see. I've never played it before, so yeah, we could do that. I don't know. All I know is that I'm done. I'm just done for a bit. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. You guys got 3 more videos because I'm doing an interview with Brain tomorrow, but that's not necessarily DVD related. Just me talking with a fellow content creator. But fuck Dead by Daylight. Fuck Dead by Daylight, man. I'm sorry. This is a really negative doomer video, and I don't want to do it, but I can't. Behavior, you promise you're gonna fix it, and I hope you do, but I have a sinking feeling that it's just gonna get worse for killer players. I have a sinking feeling it's just gonna get worse. And yeah. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.